This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our loyal fans for your continued support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.
To move up a little bit, or at least you're able to run a little bit higher, as you see Rick Crawford able to withdraw again.
Spin on the backstretch. It's 0-9 of Bobby East in that Zaxby's Ford F-150. He gets turned around, and our first caution of the day comes out.
See the damage he's got. He looks like he might have gotten loose coming off a 2, Doug, and maybe made some contact with the outside wall. Not a tremendous amount of damage, but as important as aerodynamics are here, that's going to be really critical.
I was just going to say, though, looks like similar to what we saw with the 14, but he's definitely got a lot of damage. Here, you see him.
That's Rick Crawford right there leading that group up. Watch, see Bobby's going to come along. See him just get a little bit loose, and then actually did not make any contact with the outside wall, but slid into the inside wall. Hit it with both right rear and the right front.
Yeah, so that's really going to hurt his handling there. You can see how that quarter panel is all caved in. These guys work extra hard.
Welcome back to Camping World 200, presented on speed by Dodge. Slowed for the second time of the day. A caution flag back out. This time it was the 15 of Mark Mitchell, who looked as though he cut a left rear tire, got turned around in turns 3 and 4, and so the caution flag came out once again.
Up a little bit, and there he is on the outside right there. I think maybe he had a left rear tire going down, Doug, and around Winnie did a nice job keeping that truck out of the outside wall.
Dennis Setzer with a strong dodge makes the move on Johnny Benson.
Dennis Setzer said, I'm going to be a force to be reckoned with in this race right here. Ooh.
Oh, problems with the 19. He gets turned around and into the wall. That's Rob Brent bringing out our 5th caution of the day.
Yeah, considerable amount of damage to Rob Brent. He had a pretty nice run going. He was running up in the top 20 on the lead lap, and it's going to come to a premature end. A lot of damage to that truck. He's going to try to drive away, but it's going to be futile. Too much damage.
Safety crew is there to attend to Rob Brent. You see a little bit of fire there coming out from underneath the hood. Bring the field onto pit road. Let's take another look here at what took place. He just looks like he got turned around.
Hard contact. Again, you're going awfully fast on these straightaways, upwards of 150, 160 miles an hour on these straightaways. And as you enter the corner, that's when you're most vulnerable. And that's when Rob got turned around and really slowed down very little. But I'm going to try to stay in that position so he can get the next Aaron's Lucky Dog if we have one. Ooh, trouble. And here comes an Aaron's Lucky Dog right now.
Problems there. It looks as though 3 different trucks involved and more starting to pile up behind them.
Completely blocked the racetrack. You see all these guys stopping. You see Colin Brown had a top 10 run going. There's Terry Cook. He's involved. You see a left front tire cut down on his Wilder.com Toyota. There's Jason White, the 08 right there, the Gunbroker.com Dodge. Quite a bit of trouble on the racetrack, and that may have worked for Justin Marks. He may have been in line to get that Aaron's Lucky Dog, but tough break for Terry Cook in this Wilder.com Toyota. Terry's a former race winner here. Look back to the right of your screen. Looks like the 0, is that the 08?
Yep, that Gunbrokers.com truck gets turned around.
Yeah, and Terry Cook comes along and hits him with the left front corner. Then the racetrack is essentially blocked.
It didn't look like Terry Cook had anywhere to go as the 08 went up the track. Terry looked like he started to go to the outside, and that's where he just collected him there.
Looks like the 16 of Brian Scott ran into the back of the 6 of Colin Brown.
Sir. And then Johnny Benson back there with Todd Bodine, Eric Darnell lurking.
Jack Sprague at the end.
Whoa, we got problems with the 11 of David Starr. He gets into the inside wall. Hard contact. That brings out our 7th caution of the day.
David was in a hard battle with the 14 of Rick Crawford and the 88 of Matt Crafton. Considerable amount of damage to the front of that Red Horse Toyota.
He's got the safety net down. He was on the inside of the 14 as we look back here.
He got in the throttle a little bit and then actually made just a little bit of contact with Rick, and that just sent him towards the inside. He's going to make hard contact with that inside wall right there.
You see that so many times when a truck on the inside gets together. It's like an automatic touch, and it just shoves the nose to the inside, and he spins them, spin out. And that's exactly what happened to David Starr there.
We saw Bobby East get loose coming off turn number 2 early in the race, and he made contact with that inside wall.
Sure, he doesn't have the front downforce that he wants.
Oh, we're hearing problems for the 9. There you see it. Justin Marks, a lot of damage to the back end of that truck. So our 8th caution of the day. Has come out Justin Marks, dropping the window net, signifying that he is okay.
Justin was running in the 20th position. He was on the lead lap. He was one of the drivers that got a lucky dog, but unfortunately his day is going to end prematurely with 15 laps to go.
I don't think there's any fixing that truck there. It's too much damage, and then only with 15 laps to go, I don't think they'll ever get it fixed right. NASCAR gives you one shot to get back out on the track and get up to the minimum speed there before they actually give you the black flag, and they don't let you make any more laps. So you have to take the extra time early on to fix these trucks, and I don't think he's just got the time to get that one fixed to head in the right direction.
Now you see that right rear tire sticking out from the side of that truck. That means the rear end housing is really shifted over there.
Now if you could build this into the truck and still have a nice straight truck on the left side, that's...
Skinner just in front of Rick Crawford in our point standings coming into this race.
Okay, Ron Hornaday ran his fastest lap of the race 2 laps ago, and Dennis Setzer ran his fastest lap of the race 3 laps ago. These guys are saving their best for the end.
They are looking so strong. Ron Hornaday, Dennis Setzer, 1 and 2. Skinner and Crawford still haven't decided who's going to hold on to that 7th spot. Skinner wants it. Obviously, Crawford would love it as well. There's the separation between 1 and 2. 3 laps to go. Dennis Setzer chasing the 33 of Ron Hornaday, waiting for a bobble. Will Ron Hornaday bobble? He doesn't normally.
You see Dennis Setzer right now. He's only about 3/10 of a second behind Ron Hornaday. But Dennis is doing all he can do right now. His tongue's hanging out and saying, I can't catch this guy.
He is so close, but he can't reel him in. They continue to work through that wide sweeping 3 and 4 now. 2 laps of racing to go from Gateway.
You ride there in second position, like you said, Phil, and he's trying everything he can do to get there. You know he's using the brakes as hard as he can do. He's driving it hard, but right now he's just going to be the first loser.
I can't even imagine what Dennis Setzer is doing right now in that truck, trying to reel in the 33, but really a flawless race for this whole 33 team. Ron Hornaday has been extremely strong. The truck was so good. And he gets the white flag. 1 to go for Ron Hornaday.
Well, let's take nothing away from Dennis Setzer and that entire BHR effort as well, with a pole position today, and looks like headed maybe towards the top 2 finish.
Behind them, so strong this season, the 23 of Johnny Benson, the 30 of Todd Bodine, and the 2 of Jack Sprague. Those were your top 5 when they crossed the start-finish line. Now, just 2 turns remain. Ron Hornaday goes through 3 and 4. The crowd is on their feet, cheering on. Ron Hornaday coming to his 37th career win. First win in Gateway for Ron Hornaday.
Had a great battle for 4th. Todd Bodine and Jack Sprague went through 3 and 4 side by side, and they were side by side at the start finish line. There's another good battle. Looked like Kevin Wood and Mark Davis, and a battle for 15th.
Side by side battle that was won by Kevin Wood. Very close race there to the start finish line. Ron Hornaday, what an amazing story he is putting together here in 2008. The 50-year-old out of Palmdale, California, comes home with his first win at Gateway International Raceway. So he will celebrate in Victory Lane when we return. A great battle in the point standings continues to grow. The Camping World 200 presented on Speed by Dodge, won by Hornaday.
This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our loyal fans for your continued support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.